We are live. We are live. We are live. MOP microphone check. MOP microphone check. What's good? What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the latest edition of the MOP podcast. Today, I got my man here, the OGs of the OGs, Elder Rufus. Elder, how you doing, man? Thanks for being here.
Hey man, I am doing incredible. It's good to be here. I know it's been a long time coming. I'm glad we finally got it worked out. But let's get it, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, we've been working on this collab for a long time, so I'm really appreciative you being here, man. I don't want to take advantage of your time, so I'm ready to roll. Thanks for being here
Yes,
once
sir.
again. Um, where can people find you? Obviously, you are you have your show, and obviously you have your channel, which is not completely a basketball channel. It's also about lifestyle and life in general. Where can people find you?
People can find me on YouTube if they want to know about life stuff, spiritual stuff. They can find me on YouTube at Straightway Georgia Elder Rufus. Straightway Georgia, STRAITWAY Georgia Elder Rufus. Now, if you want basketball and other stuff like that, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok. And it's normally Elder Rufus is what you can find me under, Elder Rufus, on all of those apparatuses. But those are the best places to find me.
It is written that way, Straightway
No,
Georgia.
no, the straight is spelled wrong, and it's one word. It's STRAITWAY. Even it's one word, it's not two.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
And your show is on Mondays, right?
Yeah, you can also find me on the Player's Choice on YouTube, the Player's Choice YouTube channel. I have a show on there called Ask Elder. It's a show where you can come on and pretty much ask me anything you want to ask me. Mainly it's about NBA basketball, stuff like that, because that's the season that we're in. But really, you can ask me any question you want. If I got an answer, you'll get it. If I don't, you'll get the smoke anyways.
There's always looking for the smoke, and you ain't
Oh,
running
yeah.
from it.
No, I
Everybody
ain't
can get
definitely.
it.
Definitely not running from no smoke, no way, shape, fashion, or form. That shows every Monday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come spend your lunch break at Ask Elder over there on the Player's Choice.
Yeah, you can get it. Obviously, the player's choice. Shout outs to them, to all the people working there, Ticket, the panel, Chill, everyone. Low, I'm a great fan of the player's choice
Oh
channel, and
yeah,
obviously of most of the panelists there. So it's a great channel. I recommend everyone that will
absolutely.
be watching this live that go there and subscribe. I got one of my brothers here, Troco Oficial. He's saying LeBron is too. He's saying LeBron. He's a very fan of LeBron James, but
No problem.
and
That's
and, and
good.
obviously, he's a. We joke about Kareem. We make fun of Kareem because in
Okay.
some type of way, respectfully, but we make fun
Uh-huh.
of him. Or we joke more instead of making fun of it. We joke about him.
I
He
got
shot like the Hakim, the Kareem shot. So the first topic that I got for you, and today marks the 3 year anniversary of Kobe's passing. Obviously, with his daughter Gigi, and eight more people, if I'm not mistaken, that died that day near Calabasas in Los Angeles. What was your? Can you remember where were you when this news broke?
I don't remember exactly where I was. I do remember hearing the news, and I wanted to verify it because the information was coming in. I think I was on a show. Honestly, I think I was doing some kind of podcast or something, and the information started coming in. And I was like, it was that early morning, remember? And I was like, man, I need to verify. I need to make sure this is real. This ain't no joke. So that's the mode I kind of went into. And then, about an hour later, you could tell that it was a real deal. And I was like, man, that's really messed up. That's really sad. The thing more than speaking about his death, everybody knows his career, how incredible his career was, and how he's the greatest Laker of all time. But what I'd like to focus more on is the effect that he's had. Because that's your true legacy, in my personal opinion. You can lay down a legacy so people can come and look at like his career, his history of basketball, but the effect that he's had on a lot of guys in this NBA, how Kobe um, was not that aloof guy that everybody thought he was, that wouldn't share and wouldn't talk. Look at how many guys in the NBA now are affected by Kobe Bryant. I mean, we just got a guy on the Lakers, Rui Hachimura, who his favorite player of all time was Kobe Bryant. His reason coming from Japan, his whole desire to be with the Lakers was because of Kobe Bryant. So these guys, Kobe has had an immense effect on a lot of guys' game, their mental mindset about how to go about playing and how being about life. He was a great example of a husband, a father, all that good stuff. So, you know, tragic lost him very early. I mean, anyone dying in their 40s is too early to me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, most people miss Kobe. Just him being around the game, because, you know, you could tell he was going to have a major effect in any way that he would have affected the game. And I think Kobe's biggest effect on the game was going to be a mentor. I think he was going to show and teach young players how to come in and how to be a true professional and do this thing the right way and represent the NBA the way it should be represented.
Yeah, and obviously he had a program, a little show. It was called Detail, if I'm not mistaken, on ESPN, where he was like breaking down the couple of plays when Jason Tatum, if I'm not mistaken, was going against LeBron. Obviously, it was a great moment for him. And I was watching an interview with Tim Grover. You know, and he also mentions that Kobe was so gracious to the younger generation that people don't know that they think that he was an asshole. He was a tyrant, like Michael Jordan, but he respected he respected you if you stood for yourself, and obviously if you put in the work. He didn't fuck with lazy people, man.
Yeah, there you go. Putting in that work, Kobe had ultimate respect for you. And again, the stereotype of Kobe and the things that made a lot of people hate him as a player was not who Kobe Bryant was as a man nor as a player. And again, that detail show, see, like that's a reflection of what's going on today. That was not that popular. A lot of people don't know about that show. I remember Detail Show where he would come in, take like a 15-second clip and break that thing down and show you everything that was going on, what the defense should have done, what the offense should have done. You know what I mean? I love that because I love to be educated. I love to learn. I understand that when I learn and I have a fuller understanding of what I'm watching, it's more entertaining to me. This generation is kind of hard to reach, though. Not all, but a lot of people in this generation, it's hard to reach them because they don't care nothing about learning. They just want to be entertained. They just want to be flashed. They just want to have the show. Give me the numbers. Give me the dunks. Give me the threes. You know what I mean? And they don't really understand the game. I was listening to a little thing about Rick Barry talking about how he's just disgusted. Rick Barry is an all-time great NBA champion, played with the Golden State. But he was disgusted watching basketball now because he said he had his team count how many moving screens it was in one game. I think he said he did a game against Atlanta and somebody like Atlanta and the Bucks. And he said it was 59 moving screens that never got called. He said, I just think it's atrocious watching moving screens, watching them carry the ball, watching them travel. He said, man, coming up watching the game, of course these guys are going to be, they're already better athletically. They're already more skilled. You don't have to do this to you know, it just makes the game, it takes the purity away from the game when you allow guys to do stuff for showmanship and for entertainment purposes. You know what I mean? Like, change the rules then is what he's saying. Because the rules say you can't do this, make them abide by the rules. And Kobe was that kind of dude. He was going to press it to the max with his skill level, with his effort, and with his dedication. I heard one more thing about Kobe today. It's funny. And I think I might have shared it through, now I got some background noise now. I don't know if we can cancel that out, but I can definitely get that background noise. A woman talking, I can hear that. Yeah, now you're better. Yeah. I heard one more thing about Kobe today. I was watching the thing, and I might have shared it even on Instagram. But Kobe was, I forgot who it was. They were talking about Kobe, and they were thinking he was just selfish. And then they asked Kobe, and Kobe said, I watch you go to practice. I watch you come late. I watch you half-ass it while you were there. I watch you leave early. But you want me, who got there early, who bust my butt through the whole entire practice, and I stayed late and did extra to trust you when it comes to taking this last shot? Ain't no way in hell. He said, that's why I take the last shot. It's not just because I'm Kobe Bryant. I've done more than you've done. And I said, man, see, to me, that's total respect. Kobe trusts himself more than them because he saw the work he put in, and he saw the level that some guys were putting in wasn't going to be enough to be the greatest of the greatest. So that's why he took those shots, not just because I'm selfish and I wanted to be all about me. It's just I know I put in more work. I put in more work than you. And guys, he's raised guys' level when it comes to working out, when it comes to getting it in. Kobe has raised guys' level. You hear so many stories about Kobe like that from so many players where they say, hey, let's go to the club. And Kobe say, hey, let's go. We'll go. But if I'm going to the club, you getting up and going to work out with me.
With Steven
We get
Jackson.
in at 2, 3, yeah. And he'd be like, cool, we can hang. We get in at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You're going to be up with me at 5 o'clock, still going to the gym. That's why guys like, man, we ain't messing with Kobe, man. He crazy.
Yeah, but that was huge. That's why one of the reasons that he was so respected. If I'm not mistaken, that was an interview with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson on the All the Smoke podcast with Phil Handy. Phil Handy was talking about. I asked him, talking about Kobe. He said, I asked him one time, why you such an asshole? And Kobe said, because as you mentioned, I'm in the gym, busting my ass, working on my craft. And these guys wanna show up 10 minutes before the practice and they go and leave right after. So I can't respect them. And why am I gonna pass them the ball? It's like they are not working on their game, so I'm not gonna be passing them the ball. And I'm gonna ride them hard every day.
Makes sense to me. Makes sense
Yeah.
to me.
and obviously he was a straight shooter on and off the court. He was straight with James Harden, saying that you're not going to win a championship playing that way when the defense they are all paying attention on you, and playing one-on-one is not going to take you anywhere.
Yep, it's not. And I've been saying this for over 25 years. When you are a ball dominant, score first, centric point guard, I'm talking about a true point guard, not today's point guards, because to me, today's point guards are really undersized two guards. They do what two guards used to do back in the day, and they're undersized. They have the size of a point guard, but they score and shoot like two guards used to, shooting guards used to back in the day. But guys that are pure point guards like that, but their main objective is to score, you can't win with guys like that. And it's a selfish brand of basketball because typically, not today's game, but typically, old school, whatever, modern era, the point guard's job was the one to control the pace of the game, to dictate
and facilitate.
To facilitate and do those types of things. Get guys the ball where they needed it at in their sweet spots and direct everything. Speed it up when it needs to be sped up. Slow it down when it needs to be slowed down. That's not how it is today. You have other guys that do that. It just depends on who the best is. It could be a small forward. It could be a center today in Jokic. Again, I got no problem with that part of the game. The part I do have a problem with is these guys that are pure point guards, always looking to score in times and matters when they shouldn't, looking to push the ball in times when they should slow it down, taking bad three-point shots when you got to understand, let's not get caught in the rat race. That's what this team wants us to do. So let's slow it down. Let's run a couple plays. Let's make them play defense a little bit. Even if we don't score, if we make them play defense for 24 full seconds, pass that ball 6 or 7 times, literally just to make guys move. In the fourth quarter, their legs will be more tired. A lot of teams have fun with the guys in the league now because this is all pick and roll. So you got 3 guys standing around doing nothing. So in the end of the quarter, everybody's fresh, man. It's easier to play guys like that. It's very easy to play guys like that. So that's the stuff that point guards were responsible for back in the day. Today they're not responsible for that. They're responsible to score more, shoot the long threes, shoot the logo threes, go in with the layup packages and all this stuff. And again, I'm not mad that the game has shifted more to entertainment. If you got a product, which the NBA does, they have a product called the NBA. You got to promote it. And if the people that are paying you said, we want to see long threes, we want to see dunks, we want to see layups, you got to cater your game. You want to see higher scoring games. You have to cater your product to the people that are paying for it. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah, obviously the NBA went into a transition maybe from 04 where the game was a little more defensive on the defensive side, and the NBA went on into a change obviously there. We got another comments here from Kareem. Shout out to Kareem, man. Huge fan of Kareem, obviously, in his channel. You are the 1-2 punch like Shaq and Kobe, man.
That's another spot y'all can find me at. I forgot about that. That's another spot y'all can find me at.
My bad.
No problem. I forgot about it too. Oh, you can come over there on Kareem on YouTube on the Kareem Report. Y'all see it right there. Me and him do it. He has his own show called the Kareem Report. That's his channel. So I support him in that. And then we also have an individual show called the Kareem and Elder Show that we do. Now that doesn't have a specific like day and time. So you just have to be don't have a schedule. Then we just do that on the fly anytime. But if you just hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button, you'll get the notifications when we come on, because most time it's posted around the Laker game or when it's big news coming out like trade deadlines, things like that. But we try to get it in a few times a month where we do the actual Kareem and Elder show. But then I'm also come on and just get on the panel with him on the regular Kareem Report where all the other subscribers and other people in the chat can come on there and talk. We got a nice little thing going. It's a Laker channel. But we talk all NBA. We're both Laker fans. We both are on the same age, and we've been loving the Lakers forever. So we do a lot of Laker talk, but we'll talk about anything NBA over there. Really anything, because Kareem is well-rounded. I mean, he do music. He do it all. So
he's an entrepreneur.
Oh, yeah. Kareem's a big-time entrepreneur, bro. He like now he got the little, what I call an aphrodisiac package. He got the little wine for sale. He got the smell goods for sale. He got the little tap out for you in the bedroom for sale. He got it all, brother. So Kareem be getting it done. He's a hard-working brother. So that's why I like supporting guys that put in that work. And that's a good place to come see me at. My guy Showtime. It's called Showtime on Sports. I'm about to do a show with him. We're putting it together right now. But I'm finna do a show with him. I think he gonna be on the Player's Choice on the one that's called The Panel. He's gonna be on that every Sunday, on Sundays moving forward. But that's another.
Showtime is the one with the dreadlocks, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He's a Clipper fan. He would be a great one for you to get on if you get time. Because Showtime, even though he's only 28 years old, that young brother is extremely knowledgeable about the game of basketball.
I was about to tell you that, man. Very, very knowledgeable.
Very knowledgeable, and he's very detailed about how he scouts and watches the game, and he gives pretty much very fair assessments. Now, I say pretty much because my Showtime, he's a big-time Clipper fan. He loves Kawhi Leonard.
And so he talks his trash, too.
You may get it, and he'll talk trash, and you may get his emotion when you're talking about the Clippers, Kawhi, or maybe Luka, but he's still coming down the board. And I love my guy Showtime. He's like a little brother to me. I love that man dearly. I love Kareem dearly. And, but those are other places you can find us, because my whole goal of this MOP is to show folk how to come together, how to be unified, how to collab together. Even you don't have to just be Laker fans or Clipper fans, or you know what I'm saying? We could all have different but come together to support and help everyone. So that's why I do my thing. I don't have my own basketball channel because I don't want to take away from these guys. I want to support them in what they're doing. And I already got a ton on my schedule. I got plenty to do, being an elder in the ministry, running a community, being a multiple business owner. I got a lot to do. Believe you me, I got plenty to do. So I would rather support them, coming in a supporting role, push it, advertise it, market it, because I know how to do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then also give you variety, also give you diversity to your channel so you can draw in more people. I would much rather build up MOP's channel and Kareem's channel and Showtime's channel and Ticket's channel and FYF's channel than build up my own channel. Because my channel, it's really a life channel. It's a spiritual channel. It's talking about, do-it-yourself type of stuff. So it ain't got nothing to do with entertainment. If you want to learn how to live life properly, how to get out of debt, all that stuff, that's where you go for that. But this is totally separate, and this is why this basketball community we have, I'm trying to show people, not by just telling them. I think if you're going to be a good leader, you have to show it first. So everybody's seen me for the last few years come on and not just talk the good game, but actually support them, not only with my time, but with my finances too. They've seen me do that consistently every single place. And I do that for a reason, not for accolades, not for admonishment. I do that to show them I'm going to support you. I could totally disagree with your take. I could hate your favorite team, your favorite player. Doesn't matter. I'm going to support you because you put in the work, you're working hard, and you have good content. Now I'll support you and show others that even though we may disagree on this, we still can come together and have a common unity and still be cool at this thing. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, not a lot of people have that type of mentality, have that they want to be leaders, wanted to contribute to other people. So that's great, man. And I really, really appreciate it for being here. I have a comment here. It says, Buenas, saludos desde Japón. He's saying hi from Japan. So we got
Oh, salute,
audience from
salute
around
from
the world,
Japan.
man. So
Wow,
it's
I
great. It's
like that.
great. Yeah, and obviously I'm from Chile. I'm from South America, so I'm a great. I am an English teacher, so that's why I try to do my content in Spanish and in English.
Makes
But
sense. Now you're in Chile now.
yeah. I'm from Chile.
Nice, nice. We have a small community in Colombia. We have a small
Wow.
community in Colombia. Yeah. So we're kind of worldwide. Well, not kind of. We're worldwide too. We got community. I'm talking about this the ministry thing. We got communities
Okay.
all over the world. I mean, they're everywhere. The Netherlands, Hawaii, Finland, Switzerland, Germany, Europe, Africa, West Africa, South Africa, everywhere. We got them everywhere. Yeah,
And
we got one.
people
We
need
got
faith,
one in
right?
Japan. Huh?
People need faith, right? Obviously,
Yes. Yes.
they
Absolutely.
you. It's obviously
Yes.
if they can get into faith, that's a positive thing.
Yes, absolutely. We are what you call like it's not just all blacks, all whites, it's all every nation, every creed come in under this faith. It's a mixed multitude, like the Bible speaks about. But yeah, we have assemblies and we have communities all over the world. People don't know that because we kind of lay low. You know what I mean? We just live our lives quietly, peaceful, do what we need to do to prepare. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're everywhere. Like I said, we got a small little assembly there in Colombia.
Great. That's one of our neighbors there,
Oh yeah.
Colombia. It's great. It's great. The last question that I have for you. I don't want to take advantage of your time.
Hey, you got me, brother. You can take as much as you want.
Cool, but that's okay. I had the Kobe top two ever. In my opinion, I did my top 10 5 months ago. I put obviously MJ number one, Kobe number two, Magic number three, LeBron number four, and Tim Duncan number five. I got Kareem at number six. Oh, for a variety of reasons. He played 10 years without a three-point line. A lot of the great players during that era were not in the NBA. If I'm not mistaken, Kareem is the only one. Is the only one in the top 10 that most people top 10 that doesn't didn't play against another top 10. You know, Magic went against Bird. Kobe went against LeBron, Shaq, Curry,
He
obviously.
he went against the top 10. He went against Wilt.
Kareem
Remember when he was young,
Will went against Bill Russell, but
but he
I'm not sure
lost.
if
He
he,
lost though. He lost to Wilt, but he went
yeah.
against Wilt. Yeah,
But
and then with
in the last
Magic.
part of their career, right?
No, last part of Wilt's career he did,
Of
but they
Will,
lost.
yeah,
He lost to
yeah.
Wilt beat him. Remember, I think Wilt was 35 and Kareem was 25, and Wilt beat him for his second championship. But Kareem, um, I got Kareem in the top five just because his longevity and everything counts. His accolades count when you got to put it all together because he did get the MVPs in the finals. He did get the MVPs in the regular season. He did get six championships. He did win without Magic. Now I know he had the big O come over, but he did win without Magic
In
in
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee before coming. The thing that may knock him a tad, just a tad for me, is that prime of his career he could have got more. He only got that one, and then that was in the early 70s, and then the rest of the 70s he didn't do anything until he got Magic Johnson. You see what I'm saying? So, and to me, Magic was the clear leader of those teams. Even though Kareem still won an MVP early and had accolades, you know, the leading scorer and all that stuff, Magic was the clear leader of that team, in my personal opinion, watching them, because that's when I first started watching basketball. Magic was my draw. But I still think when I stack up Kareem, because I think I told you before how I do my list, I make an
Yeah.
actual team: point guard, two guard, three, four, five. Kareem is the best center of all of them, in my opinion. I think Wilt Chamberlain is the best athlete to ever walk on the face of this planet Earth. Not basketball. I think he's the best athlete. Period.
Triple jump,
When you
volleyball. He
hear the
was doing
things,
it all.
when you hear the things that Wilt could do, I've never met another athlete in the world that can do it. His one stat alone shows you he's in a class by himself. When a man can play in the NBA, if you knew about Wilt, he was getting guarded by three guys every single night. Every
Not
night he
double
was getting
team,
guarded.
not double team,
Yeah,
triple team.
triple teamed every single night, y'all. And he had a season where he played all 82 games, and some games that went into overtime, and he averaged 49 minutes a game. So y'all that know the game know that's incredible because the game only has 48 minutes. That means he played every single minute of every single game. He never came out.
In Chuck Taylor's.
Yeah, and Chuck Taylor's. I don't know another man in the world that could do that feat and make it without getting hurt, injured, something. I don't know nobody that can do that.
And he was 7-1, 7-2,
7-1, 7-2 for a whole entire season. Averaged 49 minutes a game and didn't miss a game. Didn't miss a game. All the while, this is what a lot of people don't know about Wilt. Whole time, everybody was there to see him lose. Wilt literally played on teams where the fans of those teams came to the arena just to see him lose games. Y'all think Kobe hated? Y'all think LeBron hated? Nobody has ever been hated in the game of basketball like Wilt Chamberlain was hated in his time. He was a true giant. So to me, I elevate him high. He's second in the centers to me now. I still go Kareem because when you take the totality of it, a little bit
high school, college,
want a little bit more. Yeah, Kareem dominated every level. Every single level he was in, he dominated. And Wilt can't say that. And again, Wilt had different obstacles than Kareem, but Kareem still did it. So that's why he's number one center for me. And that's why Wilt is number two center for me. But my top five is, of course, MJ, Kobe. Of course, Magic is the point guard. MJ and Kobe split to 2 and 3. At 4, I do have Tim Duncan, and at 5, I have Kareem. Right now,
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
The LeBronis are gonna be.
They'll be okay. I have LeBron James 6 right now, but I'm telling you, I have Wilt at 7. And
wow.
I really would like to put Wilt above LeBron.
Ooh,
because a lot of the things that people give credit to LeBron for, Wilt was the first one to do these types of things, and he did it on a much greater level. And again, you don't see 3 people guarding LeBron every game. You don't see LeBron playing 82 games like Wilt do. You don't see. I'm telling you, but again, Wilt did play in a little different era. 8 teams. They didn't play against the toughest competition. I mean, I can't say, well, not the toughest. They did not allow all the greats to play in the game back then. All the best players in the world were not allowed to play in the NBA, y'all. So that's another reason I take that era down a little bit with Wilt and
with segregation and everything,
Russell.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. And with Bill Russell, and then also the system was totally manipulated by the Boston Celtics because they had the regional drafts and all that stuff. How do you think they got all that talent? Yeah, how do you think they got all that talent? You see what I'm saying? It wasn't just smart scouting going out. No, they saw these players in high school, convinced them to go to certain colleges, one way or the other, and then because they were in that region, now they could draft them. So it was different back then, y'all, and that's why I don't have, and people say I disrespect Bill Russell because he got 11 chips and I should have him higher. I give him credit for the 11 chips. That's why he's top 15 for me. But when I look at a man that was superior athletically, and you can watch one clip of Bill Russell can tell him and Wilt Chamberlain were way ahead of everybody athletically. I saw one today of Bill Russell. He got a rebound. He took 2 dribbles, and it got him to half court. He took 1 dribble from half court, took his 2 steps, and jumped almost from the free throw line, y'all, and chucks. And he laid that thing, and them guys moved like, I'm not getting in the way of that. But it was
he was 6'9", right?
Yeah, it was impressive at 6'9" to see this man do this and move like a gazelle. He's running past all these dudes. So he was superior.
And a left
physically. Yeah, and he was taller. Only person bigger than him was Wilt. And he was superior. But for a man like that, now he dominated defensively. Not as good as Wilt, but he was definitely one of the best. But to do that and only shoot 43% from the field, I don't understand that. How do you only shoot 43% from the field when literally, has anybody ever seen video of Bill Russell shooting an actual jump shot? I've seen videos of Wilt Chamberlain doing it from the free throw line, actually falling away from the free throw line. I've never seen it with Bill Russell. So all your shots are layups and dunks, and you only made 43% for a career? That's why Bill Russell is further back, because again, when you add it all in for me, I can't sit here and say that I think Bill Russell's better than Kareem. I can't sit here and say I think Bill Russell is better than Wilt. I can't say he's better than a King. I can't say he's better than Shaq. I really can't. I really can't. I can't say that. And that's why I have him where I have him.
Yeah, obviously that's a great point. I have a great segue here. When you have openly said that you don't like comparing players and comparing eras, you do that obviously if someone asks you to do that, and and you made a great point that I remember right now about LeBron, that you mentioned that when LeBron got into his prime, maybe 2010, 2011, 2012, that was a moment in time where people started to debate who was the GOAT. For a long period of time before LeBron came into the league, it was understood, or maybe not debate. It was not a debate about who was the GOAT, but the whole trend started, the whole narrative started with LeBron, obviously, that he was the GOAT. Him himself proclaiming that he was the GOAT. All his fanboys in the media and obviously outside of basketball have contributed to that. But what do you think about that point, that LeBron is maybe the responsible for this type of debates or GOATs
Well,
argument?
he he definitely is responsible for this type of talk. He's responsible for all these narratives and accolades and stats going to a whole nother level. His fan base is the most unique fan base I have ever seen in my life. They are the only ones that I have ever seen that started this. Let's knock the greats to make LeBron greater. And I think the reason why most of them do that is because us that have seen all the greats, we see what LeBron's doing and we respect it. We know he is great. But that drive and that determination and that killer instinct, we don't see that in him. And it doesn't, and again, when we seen guys like Kareem, Magic, Bird, Jordan, Kobe, when we seen these type of guys have that killer instinct, and it leads to those guys winning multiple championships, being part of dynasties. That's the level. And then when you anoint one, Michael Jordan, as the GOAT, that is the standard. And anybody to me that watched Michael Jordan and watched LeBron James and thinks that LeBron James is a better basketball player, a better winner than Michael, I don't know what to tell you. Now, LeBron is he has a lot more, like, because of how big he is and athletic he is. You see what I'm saying? So I understand you enjoy watching him, right? And I think what has happened is some of those LeBron stands, their last image of Jordan was when he was with the Wizards at 40 years old. Their
Yeah,
last image of their last, because a lot of these dudes that say this stuff, they start watching the last 3 years of Kobe's career.
post
That's when they literally
Achilles.
start watching. So when they were young, they saw a bad shot jacker, a guy that was literally out there playing with passion, but at the same time just really entertaining fans, is what Kobe was doing. He had that much love for the game, but they didn't get to see the real true Kobe. His last 3 years was not a great representation of who he is, just like Jordan's 2 years in Washington wasn't a great representation. But if that's all they have in their mind, it's hard for them to go back and think that these guys could have been greater than LeBron. And what I seen, they just were. Those two both were, in my opinion. But these narratives that come in and all these made up accolades, and I mean, I've never heard so many stats and accolades that there were never stats and accolades before get created for LeBron James. And all of it is to get him to a point where he can be considered by the majority the GOAT. Because they know right now, his fans think he's the GOAT, but as a consensus and majority, he's not close. And they don't like that.
Yeah,
And it's just like a spirit going on in the last days, bro. If it's not okay for me to say something and you to disagree and just go our way, hey, you say that, and that. No, I need for you to agree with me, and not only agree with me, I need you to agree. I need you to support it. I need you to promote it. And like the other day, I did a video with Ticket after they beat Portland. We came in the show giving LeBron James credit. Said,
yeah, and
man,
people
he's
roast
leading.
you.
Yeah, bro. Ticket got so mad after the
Wow.
comments. He woke
Yeah.
up in the morning and he saw all these comments from these LeBron fans roasting me on a night where I gave LeBron credit, but it wasn't good enough. I didn't want to give him credit. I didn't mean the words I said. See, it's these type of narratives where we look at it and say, look, man, I know they worship Jordan. I put a video out about that today. Black Jesus, God, all of that. And I put out another video saying what? Kobe Bryant's response to that. When they came to him and said, he said, what? God, Black Jesus? I'm going to call him effing Mike. He just a man. Like, he said, you know what? And they said, hey, bro, don't do that. Jordan, don't do it. He said, man, when that booger see me, we going at it. Name me another player on this planet that went at Michael Jordan the way Kobe Bryant did.
Nobody.
In a respectful, competitive way, though. No disrespect. Because the same time he killing Jordan, he's asking Jordan tips. He's asking him advice on how to get better. You see what I'm saying? So it's from a respect standpoint. And it had a big brother, little brother type of relationship. Jordan got the ultimate respect for Kobe because he took everything you did and made it better. That's what he did. He took your fall away shot and did it flat footed. He took your stand up 3-pointer shot and took 3-pointers off pump fakes. You see what I'm saying? So that's why Jordan got so much respect for Kobe. This is why the players have so much respect for Kobe. Now, when it comes to the media, because of the Colorado and the breaking up of him and Shaq, because everybody loved Shaq because he was the class clown. He was the life of the party.
Him demanding a trade.
Yeah, he was a joker. He was a jokester. Because of all those things, those are the narratives that made the media and the advertisement of Kobe be soured. But the people that played against Kobe and with him have nothing but the ultimate respect for him. That's just how it is. But LeBron James fans did start all this new narrative stuff. They started it, no doubt about it. Because these conversations, I was having these conversations in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 2000s. Yeah, I was having them. I never once heard a conversation where people were saying they believe Michael Jordan was the GOAT. Some would say Dr. J back then, old school, and Kareem. But none of them ever bashed Kareem. None of them ever bashed Dr. J. They just talked about the things they thought that Michael did that those guys didn't do. And that's it. They didn't bash, Kareem played against plumbers. They didn't say that. Do you know now there's people online trying to get hot takes, trying to go
Ready.
TikTok,
Come on.
trying to go TikTok viral saying that Michael Jordan played against plumbers. You don't even know what that statement means. Bill Russell and them did play against plumbers. Why? Because the league wasn't what it was today. Guys didn't make the money they made. So guys actually had regular jobs whenever the NBA season wasn't in. They had to go be plumbers, electricians, bankers, car salesmen,
firefighters,
police officers. They actually had jobs too that they went back to after the season. That's why they say that era played against plumbers. Jordan didn't have that. All those guys were millionaires that was in the league.
They criticized him because of the expansion, maybe? They
try to say that the league got watered down because of expansion. I don't buy that because those expansion teams showed up, played well, and they were getting to the championships. Yeah, they were getting to championships, and they were getting deep in the playoffs. So I don't agree with that statement that expansion soured the league. Because you know what? Expansion is coming soon. So the same stuff they're accusing what happened in the 90s, we're going to accuse it against Luka and LeBron and KD. All this, it's going to happen in their era too. It's going to happen. So all this stuff is going to come back around for y'all.
Yeah, we probably are going to have a team in Vegas, maybe a team in Mexico. That would be great. The last question that I have for you, Seattle, obviously. The last question that I have for you, Elder, and thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Yeah, for sure. And Steve Kerr was talking about reducing the regular season games to 70-something or 60-something, and it was curious to me. I got some noise.
No, I'm good. I can hear you good.
Cool. So Andrew Iguodala was talking about that the separation between men and boys was playing 82 games. So you got a play in there in Andrew Iguodala saying that. Obviously, he has a podcast and everything. But you got also Steve Kerr saying that maybe they can reduce the regular season. Do you think that maybe that's something that they should consider it? Or what's your opinion about that?
My opinion is not no. It's hell no. Again, you are altering history if you do that. You might as well change everything up. Now, again, playoffs has always been considered separate from regular season, right? It always has been. So I don't have a problem when they went from playing best out of 3 to best out of 5 to best out of 7 because playoffs is always separate. You see what I'm saying? Now, guys may have a few more playoff points all time. You see what I'm saying? Than other guys because of that, but not The 82. The 82 has never been touched. They don't, even with 8 teams all the way up to 30, we're still playing 82 games. You change that now, that changes all of history. And it gives the guys moving forward a disadvantage when it comes to that. And I'm telling you right now, LeBron James fans are the ones in the media that love him. They're the ones behind this. Because what they don't want, they see the number. They're not stupid. They're not stupid.
Wow, I never thought about that.
I know. They see the numbers, bro. They look at guys like Trae Young, guys like Luka, and they see those numbers like, whoa, these guys, because of the league is so open and so easy to score now, these guys are on a trajectory to really blow records out of the water. They are. So part
Duncan
of that
Robinson in Miami.
Yeah, he's the fastest to 800 threes already. Yeah. And he's not even think about it. He's not even a starter. He's not a full-time starter. So imagine what a guy like Trae Young and all these other guys that shoot these threes on a really high clip is going to do to these records when they've played 14, 15 years. Those guys see that. So this is why they want to say, give me less games. Let's take, and they'll use the excuse of load management and the guy's body's not hanging up. I'm telling you, the guys ain't pushing their bodies. That's why their bodies is not hanging up. The guys are not eating properly. They're not drinking the right things.
Lifting weights.
They lift weights, but again, remember back then in our day, you lifted, but you didn't really lift. You had a few guys that were just cock diesel. Most guys were slim and cut up. They were just strong, like a KD. He's slim, but he's strong. You're not just moving KD. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it used to be, because you don't need them big old muscles like that really for basketball. Not all swole that way. So these guys need to just eat better, quit drinking this pasteurized milk, stuff on that level.
Smoking.
Some guys come to the league, they smoking weed, they smoking hookahs and all this stuff, bro. Some guys come, and I'm not saying guys in the old didn't do their drugs and do all that kind of stuff, but it wasn't just all through the league. Those guys normally ended their careers early from their bad habits. I'm saying it's a lot of bad habits, and guys today don't practice. I heard Brian Scalabrine get on there on the XM radio, and he said they don't do practice no more. He said it's very rare for teams to even do shoot-arounds now. But what they will do is their own individual workouts. And why is that? Because they want to work on their personal individual skills, because that is what people want to see. So go work on your handles. Go work on your moves, your spins, and all this stuff. Go work on your hops. But let's not work as a team to try to be better defensively. Let's not work as a team to get better cohesiveness and offensively be able to understand and flow with each other. I'm telling you, it is. Some will say I'm reaching with the LeBron thing. I'm telling you right now, I understand how this thing flows. When he's done, watch how the landscape of the league changes. Because again, he is the most unique player from the media standpoint, from the fan base standpoint that I have ever seen in the NBA. And I've been watching since the 70s. So I didn't get to see Wilt, but I already know Wilt was hated. I know Wilt was hated. So he wasn't on that level, right? LeBron is the most unique player in that aspect. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised they do it, because you can't get guys to play 60 games now. But here it is. Check it out. Those guys in our generation, they played 82 games. They made the max money. Now we want guys to make 10 times more money than those guys make.
And play less.
Making 6, 10. Make 10 times. They making $50, $60 million a year, and make them only play 50, 60 games. Yeah, the league is going to get what it deserves. I'm going to tell you right now, they keep going down this road, they're going to destroy their own product. You're going to destroy
the CBA,
product.
obviously, the negotiation, right?
Yeah. Because you get these players to a certain level, when they got all this generational wealth, they're going to come to the table and say, skip it. We good. See, the guys back then didn't have the leverage. Why? Because guys didn't have 10, 15, 50, 100. Some of these guys got $300 million in the bank.
Yeah, Bradley Beal. $250 million.
Russell Westbrook. Some of these guys got that kind of money in the bank. So these guys ain't coming to the, bro, we'll be fine. They got it. So it cuts off their power when it comes to negotiating something that could actually work. The problem is, in the old school, those guys got paid a lot of money. The best stars did, right? But they also had an obligation to represent the league. That's why they played 82 games. It was a badge of honor. It was a sense of pride to play 82 games. It means you showed up and did your job and you earned your money. They don't feel that way today. They don't feel like that at all. Hey, once I sign, I've earned it. No, you ain't. It used to be, a gentleman's agreement. You sign, I'm shaking your hand. That means that I'm paying you to go out here for 82 games every year and to get me deep in the playoffs for making this money. Now that means I'm guaranteed that, and you get what I can give you. 40 games, 50. And some of these guys, like a Kawhi, I know why he's doing what he's doing. He's trying to preserve his career. He's got a serious injury issue. Chronic, yeah. So he's just trying to preserve his career. He's one of the guys I can kind of say, I get what he's doing. These other bums, and I ain't going to call them bums, these other guys, no. They're just not wanting to play. They're just lazy. It's literally a job. I don't really think the majority of the NBA players truly care about winning championships. I can say it this way. It's on their list, but it's
they
not
want the bag.
It's not number one. It's not number one. It's not, and the bag comes with the league now. I mean, what's the minimum now? $1 million? That's the least amount of money you can make in the league. If you have a guaranteed contract, $1 million. You're a millionaire if you got a guaranteed contract. Back in the day, them guys were making $35,000, $50,000. The guys that were struggling to stay in the league, they wasn't making hundreds of thousands of dollars till they got guaranteed contracts. So it's just a total different financial climate, and the mindset of these guys today is more about entertainment and show. So that's what they cater to. I don't think guys like Russell Westbrook, James Harden, them guys don't care if they win championships or not. I don't think they do. Now, when they're on the court, do they want to win? Yes, I think they do. But if we could put them on a lie detector and say, what's the number one reason you play in the NBA? I guarantee you would not be to win an NBA championship.
Same with Embiid, maybe, trying to win MVP, trying to win a scoring title.
They want the fact. Why? They got their own brand. It's an advertising thing. So I want the tags that are going to advertise me as an individual. You see what I'm saying?
Accomplishments.
That's what they want. I want the accolades and the accomplishments because that pushes their brand more than anything. But when it comes to actually winning a championship, they're going to, of course, tell you on camera that it matters, but you got to go look at their actions. You can't tell me, you can't convince me Russell Westbrook actually cares about winning a championship when he comes out publicly and tells people, man, don't worry about winning or losing, just have fun. When he comes out and says, Lakers is championship town, and the first question they ask him is about winning a championship here, and he says, hey, my career ain't defined by my career ain't defined by winning championships.
I'm a champion of life.
Yeah, then you see him. You actually get to see this. When we win a game, like we did in Portland recently, I'm going to go right back to the recent. Lakers won a historic comeback. Everybody's excited. Where's Russ? He don't even show up for the press conference. Do you know why? Because he had a horrible game. He didn't get his triple-double. It's clear.
Yeah,
Russ
he didn't talk to the media, right?
He didn't. Russ is upset. He's edgy whenever he doesn't play well. They got blown out the other day. He did talk to the media. He's up there hit with the fake laugh, but guess as soon as that person has that one little, it wasn't even controversial, just look, he snapped at him. So then all the other people just start throwing him softballs. Oh, Russ, we just love the way you do. They just, because they didn't want to argue with Russ that day. Lakers were already down. They got beat bad by the Clippers again, so they did not want to do it. But I watched these dudes closely, man. They do not care about winning like the old generation did. And again, if that's what this league has come to, that's cool. Don't tell me, though, I'm going to compare them to the guys that put their blood, sweat, and tears in this and gave everything to get the championship for the team, because that's a team accomplishment, over a guy that's doing things that I'm not going to rank a guy that does all this simply for his own stats and don't care about winning. Those guys will never be greater than the guys that sacrificed and gave all for the team to win chips. Them guys will always be high on my list because I appreciate winning more than anything. It's not the only thing, but I appreciate it more than anything.
Yeah,
it's a generational
I promise
problem,
you, this is the last question. Yeah,
no
I was about to read that. Jorge Whittaker, he's a great supporter of this channel. Is that a generational problem or something else? In regards to maybe the entitlement, feeling like Trey Young taking a private flight in the playoffs. That's crazy.
It's a generational problem. Exactly what it is. This is what it has geared to. It's geared to, we don't have to give max effort, but we want and expect. See that entitlement. We don't have to give you max effort, but we want and we expect full compensation in return.
And no criticism.
Full acknowledgement in return. And don't criticize me. I don't need your criticism. See, back in the day, even though your flesh didn't like it, you didn't want to hear it. When you got home after you lost and you got criticized, you thought about what those people said because criticism fueled you. Criticism fueled you. Like, you know what? I hate he said that to me, but he was right. Now I got to go get something done. Now I got to go get in the lab and figure this thing out. That's coming. That's being a man. That's overcoming. That's life. That's when the game can tie into life. Entertainment ain't life, y'all. Let's keep it real. It's not life. I'm sorry. Most of you think it is because you stuck on the video games and this anime and all this kind of stuff. That ain't real life. I'm sorry. It's not. But this is what happens. Life is hard. So they want to put these things in front of you to deflect you and distract you from the real things. They want you to be numb. They want you to be dumbed down. They want you to be this mindless being that just says, yeah, entertain my flesh. Show me flashy. Show me this. That's what they want. That's what they want. They've taken the realness out of the game for the flash and the show. And again, if you just want to put a Broadway play out there, go put a Broadway play out there. Because that's what it's turning into. It's a Broadway show.
Yeah, like Greg Popovich said, maybe you can add a 4-point line or a 5-point line and it becomes a circus.
Hey, we're the Harlem Globetrotters then. What's the difference? And you already think the refs are paid off. We literally will become the Harlem Globetrotters with paid off refs and paid off players on the other team. Y'all just why not become WWE wrestling? When
I was about to say that it's getting into the WWE territory.
When everybody in the world found out it was fake, it went to greater levels of popularity. It didn't diminish the popularity of wrestling. So if the NBA wants to do that, I don't got a problem with it. It won't be what I choose. It won't be what I choose to entertain myself, but I don't have a problem with them doing it. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. At least wrestling tells us, though. At least we know those are actors up there doing their job, and we can choose to pay to watch people act or not. That's simply what we're doing in the NBA today. I mean, Damian Lillard got 60 last night. We've had more 40-point games in this year's season than that hadn't happened since the 60s. Only 18.
Elgin Baylor back in the day. I remember that.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and obviously, in my opinion, it's only getting worse when you got high school player with a mixtape, with highlights, doing the taunting, doing the too little, doing the flexing. But
it's a generational problem, George. It's definitely a generational problem, George. And we appreciate you supporting the MOP, my brother. Thank you so much. Keep supporting the brother.
Yeah, so I don't want really to take advantage more of your time, man. It has been almost an hour, so I'm really, really appreciative, man, for you being here and talking to us, talking to me and my audience. So thank you, man. Thank you, really. I really, really appreciate it.
MOP, I enjoyed it. I'll come back anytime, brother.
Thank you, man. So that was it. Thanks for everyone for watching today, for commenting on the stream. So that was it, man. Thanks once again to Elder for being here. You can check him on Kareem's channel. Hopefully we can have Kareem one of these days. You can catch him on the Player's Choice in Ask Elder, and his channel is Straight Weight Georgia with Elder. It's not about basketball completely, but obviously about life and growth. So that was it. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Salute.